Catchy, isn't it? It's a song that pops in my head every now and then and makes me feel nostalgic. Takes me back to a time of childhood innocence, sitting in front of the TV, watching Shining Time Station, eager to see Thomas and all of his friends. However, there was always one engine I was always drawn to. An engine I came to really admire and love as I got older. An engine I was always happy to see when he would pop up. This engine would be Edward the Blue Engine. My most favorite fact that I had come to learn about Edward was how he received his name. According to YouTuber The Unlucky Tugs, who made a fantastic history video about Edward, Reverend Wilbur Audrey's son, Christopher Audrey, was sick in bed with the measles. So during his sickness, his father would recite nursery rhymes, and from one of the rhymes down by the station, the Reverend drew a picture of 3 engines standing in a row. And when the young Christopher asked his father why the one engine was sad, the Reverend told him that he hadn't been out for a long time. And then when Christopher asked what the engine's name was, right there, on the spot, the Reverend said, Edward. And from there, history was made and lives on to this day, 80 years later. To celebrate 80 years since the Railway series was made, I decided to focus primarily not only on the first engine to receive his name, but also on my most favorite engine, Edward. This project of mine took a very long time to develop, and I am so excited to be showing all of you this in this quadruple redub. I hope you enjoy these great Edward-focused redubbed episodes. However, before we get to the episodes, I want to clarify one thing. I had taken the story Edward's Day Out from the Railway series and combined it with Edward and Gordon into one episode as a way to celebrate both of Edward's first appearances in both the Railway series and the TV series. This is Edward's Day Out and Edward and Gordon, Cows, Old Iron, and Edward's Exploit.
Once upon a time, on the island of Sodor, there was a little engine called Edward. He lived in a shed with 4 other engines, Thomas, James, Henry, and Gordon. Gordon would always remind Edward,
"The driver won't choose you again. He wants big, strong engines like us."
Edward, having been out for a long time, he began to feel sad.
Oh dear, I'll never be let out again. I guess my best days are behind me.
But then, the driver and fireman came along to start work.
Good morning to you. Hey Charlie, look at this engine.
The driver looked at Edward and said,
"Oh, what's the matter? Are you feeling sad? Would you like to come out today?"
What? Yes, please.
Edward said. So the fireman lit the fire and made a nice lot of steam. Then the driver pulled the lever and Edward puffed away, blowing his whistle.
Look at me now! Look at me now!
The other engines were very cross at being left behind, except for Thomas, who was happy for his longtime friend.
Have fun, Edward.
Thank you, Thomas!
And away Edward went to get his coaches. At last, Edward found the coaches.
Oh, please be careful, Edward.
They said.
Don't bump and bang us like the other engines do.
So Edward came up to the coaches, very, very gently, and the shunter fastened the coupling.
Oh, thank you, Edward. That was kind. We are glad you're taking us today.
The coaches were very pleased. They went to the station where the people were waiting.
Here we are. Come along. Everyone get in quickly, please.
So the people got in quickly, and Edward waited happily for the guard to blow his whistle and wave his green flag. He waited, and he waited. There was no whistle, no green flag. Edward was getting anxious.
Bother! Where is that guard?
Edward began to get cross. The driver and fireman asked the station master,
Have you seen the guard?
Huh? Sorry, no.
Then they asked the porter.
Have you seen the guard?
Yes. Last night.
Just then, a little boy shouted,
"Here he comes!"
and there the guard was running down the hill with his flags in one hand and a sandwich in the other. He ran onto the platform, he blew his whistle, and jumped into his van. Edward puffed off. He did have a very happy day. All the children ran to wave as he went by. And he met some old friends at the station. He worked so hard, the driver promised to take him out again tomorrow. He told the other engines in the shed last night.
I'm going out again tomorrow. What do you think of that?
But he didn't hear what they thought, for he was so tired and happy, he fell asleep at once. Next morning, Edward woke up to find nothing had changed. Gordon was still boasting.
You watch me, little Edward, as I rush through with the express. There'll be a splendid sight for you. Goodbye, little Edward. Look out for me this afternoon.
Edward went off to do some shunting. Edward liked shunting. It was fun playing with trucks. He would come up quietly and give them a push. Then he would stop and the silly trucks would go bump into each other. They cried.
Whatever is happening?
Edward played till there were no more trucks. Then he stopped to rest. Presently, he heard a whistle. Gordon was very cross. Instead of nice shining coaches, he was pulling a lot of very dirty trucks.
A goods train. A goods train.
He grumbled.
The shame of it. Oh, the shame.
Edward laughed and went to find some more trucks. Then there was trouble.
Gordon can't get up the hill.
The porter called to Edward's driver.
Will you take Edward and push him, please?
Hey, Charlie, isn't it ironic that such a proud, strong engine like Gordon got stuck on a hill?
I can't wait to hear what Gilbert has to say to Gordon.
They found Gordon halfway up and very cross. His driver and fireman were talking to him severely.
"You're not trying."
Huh. I can't do it,
said Gordon.
The noisy trucks hold the engine back.
Edward's driver came up.
We've come to push.
Huh. No use at all,
said Gordon.
You wait and see,
replied Edward's driver. They brought the train back down to the bottom of the hill.
I'm ready,
said Edward.
No good,
grumbled Gordon. They pushed, they pulled and pushed as hard as they could.
I can't do it! I can't do it!
Puffed Gordon.
I will do it.
Puffed Edward.
I
Edward pushed and puffed and puffed and pushed as hard as ever he could. And almost until he realized it, Gordon found himself at the top of the hill.
I done it! I done it!
He forgot all about Edward and didn't wait to say thank you. Edward was left out of breath and far behind. He ran on to the next station, and there he found the driver and fireman were very pleased with him. The fireman gave him a nice long drink.
Here you are, old boy. Some fresh water for your tank.
And the driver said,
I'll get out my paint tomorrow and give you your beautiful coat of blue with red stripes. Then you'll be the smartest engine in the shed.
Days had passed since the incident on Gordon's Hill with Gordon, and Edward was on his way to his next job. However, Edward was getting old. His bearings were worn and he clanked as he puffed along. He was taking empty cattle trucks to a market town. The sun shone and the birds sang. But Edward was heading for trouble.
Come on, everyone, let's go.
He puffed.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
screamed the trucks. Edward puffed and clanked, the trucks rattled and screamed. Some cows were grazing nearby. They were not used to trains. The noise and smoke disturbed them. As Edward clanked by, they broke through the fence and ran across the line. A coupling was broken and some trucks were left behind. Edward felt a jerk but didn't take much notice. He was used to the trucks.
Bother these trucks.
He thought.
Why can't they come quietly?
He was at the next station before he or his driver realized what had happened. When Gordon and Henry heard about the accident, they laughed and boasted.
Fancy allowing cows to break his train.
They wouldn't dare do that to us. We'd show them.
Toby was cross.
You couldn't help it, Edward. They've never met cows. I have, and I know the trouble they are.
Some days later, Gordon rushed through Edward's station.
Whoop, whoop, mind the cows. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Puffed Gordon.
Don't make such a fuss. Don't make such a fuss.
Grumbled his coaches. A long stretch of line lay ahead. In the distance was a bridge. It seemed to Gordon that there was something on the bridge. His driver thought so too.
Whoa, Gordon.
He said and shut off steam. Said Gordon.
It's only a cow. Shoo! Shoo!
He moved slowly onto the bridge, but the cow wouldn't shoo. She had lost her calf and felt lonely. She said sadly. Everyone tried to send her away, but she wouldn't go. Just then, Henry arrived.
What's this? A cow? I'll soon sell her. Be off! Be off!
Said the cow. Henry backed away nervously.
I don't want to hurt her.
At the next station, Henry's guard told them about the cow and warned the signalman that the line was blocked.
That must be Bluebell,
said the porter.
Her calf is here, ready to go to market. Percy will take it along.
Here I come to save the day. Hi, Henry. Bye, Henry. Hi, Henry. Bye, Henry.
At the bridge, Bluebell was very pleased to have a calf again, and the porter led them away.
Oh, wait until I tell Edward about this.
Not a word. Keep it dark,
whispered Gordon and Henry to each other. They felt rather silly, but the story soon spread.
Well,
chuckled Edward.
2 big engines afraid of a cow?
Afraid? Rubbish,
said Gordon.
We didn't want the poor thing to hurt herself by running up against us. We stopped so not to excite her. You see what I mean, my dear Edward?
Yes, Gordon. I see very well,
said Edward. Gordon felt that somehow Edward saw only too well.
One day, James had to wait at the station till Edward and his train came in. This made him cross.
Late again!
Edward laughed, and James fumed away.
Ugh, how dare Edward laugh at me like that?
After James had finished his work, he went back to the yard and puffed onto the turntable. He was still feeling very bad-tempered.
Edward is impossible.
He grumbled to the others.
He clanks about like a lot of old iron, and he's so slow, he makes us wait.
Thomas and Percy were indignant.
Old iron?
Slow?
Why, Edward could beat you in a race any day.
Really?
Said James.
I'd like to see him try that. Beat me in a race. Pah!
Next morning, James's driver was suddenly taking ill.
Oi, you don't
he could
look
hardly
so good.
stand.
You go
So
and
the
rest.
fireman
I'll take it
uncoupled
from
James, ready for shunting. James was impatient. Suddenly, the signalman shouted. There was James puffing away down the line.
All traffic halted.
He announced at last. Then he told the fireman what had happened.
2 boys were on James's footplate, fiddling with the controls.
Phew!
They tumbled off and ran when James started.
The signalman answered the telephone.
Yes, he's here. Right, I'll tell him. The inspector's coming at once. He wants a shunter's pole and a coil of wire rope.
What for?
Wondered the fireman.
Search me, but you better get him quickly.
The fireman was ready when Edward arrived. The inspector saw the pole and the rope.
Ah, good man. Jump in.
We'll catch him. We'll catch him.
Puffed Edward. James was laughing.
What a lark! What a lark!
He chuckled to himself. Suddenly, he was going faster and faster.
Something's not right.
He realized that he had no driver.
What should I do? I can't stop! Help! Help!
Don't worry, James. We're coming. We're coming.
Called Edward. Edward was panting up behind with every ounce of steam he had. At last, he caught up with James.
Oh, Edward, help me, please!
All right, steady, Edward.
Called his driver. The inspector stood at Edward's front, holding the noose of the rope in the crook of the shunter's pole. He was trying to slip it over James's buffer. The engine swayed and lurched. At last!
Ha! Got him!
He shouted. He pulled the noose tight. Gently braking, Edward's driver checked the engine's speed, and James's fireman scrambled across and took control.
Thank goodness.
So, the old iron caught you after all.
Chuckled Edward.
I'm so sorry, Edward.
Whispered James.
Thank you for saving me. You were splendid.
That's all right.
Replied Edward. The engines arrived at the station side by side. The fat controller was waiting.
A fine piece of work,
he said.
James, you can rest and then take your train.
Yes, sir.
I'm proud of you, Edward. You shall go to the works and have your worn parts mended.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Said Edward.
You know, it'll be lovely not to clank.
One beautiful day, Bertie the bus was giving some visitors a tour of the island of Sodor. It was their last afternoon, and Edward was preparing to take them to meet Bill and Ben. He found it hard to start the heavy train.
Did you see him straining?
Asked Henry.
Positively painful to watch.
Remarked James.
Just pathetic.
Grunted Gordon.
He should give up and be preserved before it's too late.
Shut up.
Burst out Duck.
You're all jealous. Edward's better than any of you.
You're all right, Duck.
Said Boko.
Edward's old, but he'll surprise us all.
I've done it! We're off! I've done it! We're off!
Said Edward, as he finally puffed out of the station. Bill and Ben were delighted to see the visitors. They loved being photographed. Later they took the party to the China Clay Works in a brake van special. Everyone had a splendid time, and the visitors were most impressed. Then Edward took the visitors home. On the way, the weather changed. Wind and rain buffeted Edward. His sanding gear failed, and his fireman rode in front, dropping sand on the rails by hand.
Steady, old boy, steady.
Suddenly, Edward's wheels slipped fiercely. With a shriek and crack, something broke. The crew inspected the damage.
Charlie, look at this.
Cripes! No wonder he screamed.
You better go tell him.
Repairs took some time,
One of your crank pins broke, Edward.
said his driver.
We've taken your side rods off. Now you're like an old-fashioned engine. Can you get these people home? They must start back tonight.
I'll try, sir.
Promised Edward. Edward puffed and pulled his hardest, but his wheels kept slipping and he could not start the heavy train. The passengers were anxious. Driver, fireman and guard went along the train, making adjustments between the coaches.
We've loosened the couplings, Edward. Now you can pick up your coaches one by one, just as you do with trucks.
Oh, thank you. That'll be much easier.
Said Edward.
Come on.
He puffed
All right.
and moved cautiously forward.
Come on. Let's
The
do this
first
again.
coach moving helped to start the second, and the second helped the third.
I've done it! I've done it!
Puffed Edward.
Steady, boy.
Said his driver.
Well done, boy! You've got them! You've got them!
And he listened happily to Edward's steady beat as he forged slowly but surely ahead. At last, battered, weary, but unbeaten, Edward steamed in. Henry was waiting for the visitors with the special train.
Beep, beep. I made it.
The fat controller angrily pointed to the clock.
I'm very disappointed in you. Do you have any idea what time?
But excited passengers cheered and thanked Edward, his driver and fireman. Duck and Boko saw to it that Edward was left in peace. Gordon and James remained respectfully silent.
Reach for the wind, reach for the whistle, go where the rail may run. Reach for the song, reach for the story, follow the rainbow sun. To the shining time station where dreams can come true, waiting there for you. So much to see, so far to travel, so much to learn to know. Friends by your side, hopes to hold on to, who knows how far we'll go. To the shining time station, where dreams can come true. Your own imagination's waiting there for you.
I mean, it's obvious, man. Like, it's obvious that you didn't notice you had a driver with you. Like, it's plain common sense. Like, come on, James. You're like the number 5 engine, for fuck's sake. And you didn't even know you had a driver with you until, like, the very few last minutes of the episode? Fuck. What is wrong with you people? Or engines, I don't care. It's just plain common sense. Come on. Also, if you want to add this in the bloopers, Chris, I will be more than happy to. Oh, fuck. Now I went on my rant. I forgot where I was. Oh, wait. I think I might know. Okay, there I am. Sorry about that. Edward, the Blue Engine for the win, baby!